Hello, everyone. From rare phenomena to moments captured just seconds before a violent event occurs, today's video will leave you disbelieving your eyes. Let's count how many times you get amazed. Let's begin. On June 22nd, residents of Nebraska, USA, were completely stunned when baseball-sized hail poured down at nearly 80 miles per hour, shattering glass windows in just seconds. The hail was so strong that it shattered car windows. In your opinion, do insurance companies in the United States cover the full damage in this case? On the night of July 6, 2026, powerful winds exceeding 90 miles per hour swept through Hubei, China, leaving behind severe consequences. Oh my God! An earthquake in Venezuela caused many buildings to collapse in seconds. Not a single structure could withstand the power of nature. On July 11, 2026, in China, a fierce flood current washed everything away. The elderly and young children should evacuate early and absolutely not attempt to cross rushing waters. Over La Jolla Cove, San Diego, sea lions suddenly closely followed tourists. Where are you watching from? And have you ever visited that place?
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Essen, that's £200 off for a family of 4.
On a mountain road in Okayama, Japan, a green tree suddenly fell right in front of a car's nose. Fortunately, there was no vehicle behind.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Bro! Oh my gosh!
In Nampa, Idaho, the rushing floodwaters and white hail made them feel like they were driving a car in the middle of Alaska's ice-covered Bering Sea.
I'm thinking some baseballs.
Yeah, I'm thinking some baseballs as well.
Maybe one or two.
Oh my God! How heavy must these badminton shuttlecocks be to have the power to collapse an entire roof? On July 5th, 2026, an incident caused by negligence occurred in Taiwan. Always check mirrors and blind spots before opening the car door. Wow! A flock of booby birds simultaneously dove down to hunt for fish, creating a bustling airstrike on the water surface.
Kidding me?
The taller a tree is, the easier it becomes a target for lightning strikes. During thunderstorms, absolutely do not take shelter under large tree canopies.
Well, folks, it's not normal that you have snow. Well, it's not snow. Flooded, and we have hail.
On June 24th in Wisconsin, USA continuous hail turned the streets into a white river more than 4 inches thick in just a few minutes. In unfamiliar situations, the brain is often slow to recognize dangers until the threat is imminent. Oh my God, I don't dare to think what would happen to me if I hadn't found shelter in time during this severe weather. You should not park your car directly underneath a construction site. The consequences could result in damage worth millions of dollars. A truck tire rolled straight into a shop, but fortunately, it only grazed past a girl within a hair's breadth. Please press like and subscribe to the channel to receive a gift I have reserved especially for you in the next moment. Amidst the fierce flood, human love still shines through. Please share to spread this warning to more people. In April 2024, a 7.4 magnitude earthquake in Taiwan shook the entire street and became the strongest seismic event in the region in nearly 25 years. Methane can ignite when the concentration is only about 5%. In a confined space, a small spark can damage an entire structure in just 0.1 seconds.
सुकंठा देवी जी का वीडियो आप देख रहे हो, बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश चली रही है और इसके चलते ये
सा एक होटल का नीचे बह गया। आप लोग अगर पहाड़ों में कहीं सिक्किम कहीं पर भी आपको फ्लाइट मिल सकते हैं, इनकी वजह से आपको वेट करना पड़ सकता है। ये वाला फ्लाइट पांगी वैली का है, तो इसी तरह
About 5,000 miles from New York City, an EF3 tornado that occurred in just a few minutes completely changed the map of Dolores, Uruguay. One driver parked in the wrong spot while the other failed to observe traffic. In your opinion, which side committed the bigger mistake in this situation? In Florida, a technical malfunction caused a plane to lose altitude and crash onto University Boulevard. Fortunately, it did not hit anyone. On March 22, 2026, a violent hailstorm swept through Laos, damaging roofs and leaving many rooms flooded.
นี่เป็นสภาพสโมสรนี่นะ
కర్ణాటక ఆర్టీసీ డ్రైవర్ చాకచక్యంతో ఒక వ్యక్తికి తప్పిన
The drivers that day deserved a perfect score. Sharp reflexes when driving on the road are the most critical factor.
यही है अगर आगे नहीं था गाड़ी
Oh my God! God protected him. Your destination is on the right. If you find this moment interesting, don't forget to leave a like. In less than a minute, the entirety of Saskatchewan, Canada, looked as if it were covered by a layer of snow and ice on June 9th, 2026. He walked away just half a second before the tire rushed towards him. Will the owner of the tire ever find it? Please turn up the volume and listen to the strange sound as a piece of ice falls down a borehole nearly 300 feet deep in the middle of Antarctica. Nature does not preserve the past, nor does it recognize what humans have built. For 4.5 billion years, it has only silently operated according to its own laws. Oh my God! A dam in China suddenly collapsed, releasing more than 900 snakes and turning the flooded area into an unpredictable hazard. Hundreds of tourists panicked to find shelter when extreme weather struck Makarizi Beach. Italy. The road in Himachal Pradesh had existed for decades, but nature took only a few minutes to wipe out an entire section from the mountainside. In Rhode Island, USA, a car got caught in a downed power line and caused an explosion on July 6, 2026. Fortunately, the driver was not injured. And the lesson is to stay away from trees and weak structures during heavy rain. On July 2, 2026 in Maceió, Brazil, a long cargo truck overturned while cornering. Large payloads always demand low speeds and wide turning angles. Just a moment of losing control can cause major consequences. Avoid gathering in places with heavy vehicle traffic. Oh my God, the scene is truly crazy. Do you think this is a rare natural phenomenon or just a product of technology? Is anyone watching from the US, Canada, or Australia? Let's check in to see which state has more viewers. In Fort Wayne, police officers did not hesitate to rush into a fierce fire to rescue a service dog. A heroic action showing that compassion always shines through danger.
Come on, buddy. I got you. Good. Go. Come on. Oh, all right. All right. Come on. There's two. You got him? Here, get one. Go.
An incident at a fireworks store triggered a massive explosion, turning the house into a sea of fire in just a few seconds. Fortunately, no one was injured. Does anyone know the reason why the driver still continued to drive in that condition? On January 11, 2026, in Andaraí, Rio de Janeiro, a tractor lost control and crashed into a swimming pool area. Fortunately, everyone was safe. Experts analyze that baseball-sized hail can plunge down at a speed of about 85 miles per hour, enough to crack car windows in just a few seconds. Typhoon Baby, with fierce wind and rain on July 11th, forced Japan to warn of 3 hazards simultaneously: landslides, high waves, and thunderstorms. The entire city of Yugan suddenly became chaotic when a storm with wind speeds of over 60 miles per hour swept through China. On June 21st, the most terrifying night ever, a tornado appeared right behind a residential area in Illinois.
No, go in the house, please. Go in the house.
In Hsinchu, Taiwan, a car lost control and dashed through an intersection, reminding every driver to always slow down and observe carefully at crossroads.
Do you think they started on them, those ones? That one.
Oh my God, may God protect everyone. So impressive. A spectacular moment when a U.S. military aircraft soared over the stadium before the match between the U.S. and Bosnia. In your opinion, was the F-16 catching fire in Zakynthos a sudden accident or a sign of problematic maintenance? Hail as big as a fist shattered the glass of a Tesla in northern France on June 27th. The insurance company must be having a major headache. Looking at her skills, the bicycle is the luckiest character in the frame. If the earthquake warning had been announced to citizens about 30 minutes earlier, this incident would certainly not have occurred. When floodwaters begin to rise, do not attempt to continue driving. Turn around, find high ground, and leave the vehicle if the situation becomes more tense. His car unexpectedly turned into a private resting lounge for a black guest weighing nearly 3,000 pounds. An encounter that car insurance certainly wouldn't want. A scene like something out of a sci-fi movie when a large dam on the Yellow River, China, opened its discharge gates. Manhole covers popped open during extreme weather in Edmonton, showing very worrying infrastructure. A scene like a dramatic action movie. The special thing is that he recognized the anomaly before everything spun out of control. In an emergency situation, not a single person gave up. They are truly admirable. And fortunately, his arm was only slightly injured. Oh my God, the dog left just 2 seconds before the ceiling collapsed. The infrastructure is truly worrying. In central Texas, hail poured down in a white sheet, suddenly covering the entire field in mid-May. What device are you watching on? When the sea surface off Long Island suddenly moved as if it were breathing, millions of bunkerfish converged into a giant creature, leaving anyone who witnessed it completely stunned. A water tank with high pressure or a damaged valve can explode unexpectedly. Always check periodically and keep a distance when seeing abnormal signs. I would really like to know how the weather is where you live today. Please share with us. Looking like a giant umbrella swallowing the Saskatchewan horizon, the scene is truly spectacular. Every year, more than 70,000 wildfires burn millions of acres across the United States. A tiny spark can cause massive damage.
They said, "Here's your packet, bitch."
Wow, the scene is truly spectacular. On the Tappan Zee Bridge, a failure in the suspension system caused the vehicle to lose control. Timely maintenance not only keeps the wheels on the road, but also protects those around.
Bridge, you're okay. Lincoln Tunnel inbound, still 30 minutes from 1 and 9. This report is brought to you by Timeshare Exit Team.
Oh my God! Fireworks that were supposed to shoot into the sky flew straight into a house instead. Always light them in an open space, far from houses and flammable materials. Going back to 2011, at Paddlepani Waterfall, about 8,000 miles from Kansas, floodwaters rose abruptly, sweeping away everything in the area. In southwest Virginia, the remnants of Hurricane Helene washed away a mobile home in the blink of an eye. Flash floods can strike before humans can even react. On July 10th in Dagestan, Russia, heavy rain caused sudden flash floods. Residents need to avoid contact with floodwaters and move to higher ground. Watch until the final second. The floodwaters will show why no structure is truly invincible against the power of nature. Obey traffic laws to avoid unpredictable consequences, because Lady Luck is not always on your side. Looking at him makes us realize that health is the most valuable asset. Wishing everyone to always be resilient, peaceful, and encounter much luck. In Sacramento, a thief disguised himself as a trash bag to steal a package in front of a door. Would you spot him from the very beginning? More than 1,000 houses were deeply flooded. 13 ships sank, and 25 ships broke anchor. Behind the fierce water is so much effort, property, and anxiety of coastal residents. The government needs to offer more effective plans.
Chúng tôi là tổ.
How strong must the waves be to wipe all the dirt off the ship in just a single second? For electric vehicles, a small abnormal sign should not be taken lightly, if possible. Buy electric car brands manufactured in the U.S. Costa Ciela Kuroshimai is only about 0.4 inches long, but it is special for its ability to steal chloroplasts from algae to photosynthesize, a solar-powered organism. Terrifying is not just the wind speed. A tornado can also whirl millions of pounds of dust and pollutants into the air, directly threatening the heart and lungs. How is the sky where you are today? Is it as crazy as Gan Valley, South Dakota on July 2nd? After 2 weeks of exploration, a videographer with 20 years of experience captured the Manaro Vui volcano in Vanuatu erupting bright red in the night. Wow, a spectacular view of the July 4th Independence Day fireworks display in New York City.
Oh, wow. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Off the coast of Portugal, waves can reach over 120 feet high. That beauty should only be admired from afar if you do not yet have professional surfing skills.
Badass thunderstorm.
An impressive performance of thunder and lightning in the sky of South Dakota, USA. How is the sky where you live today?
Which is about, I don't know, 20. Well, shall we just enjoy this?
Fierce floods carry not only water but also washed away a snake nearly 13 feet long, threatening residents.
Sir, what's your name?
On July 5th, 2026, in Florida, a 47-year-old man ran away from the police and then jumped into a canal with alligators. After a pursuit, he was apprehended.
He's scared? Yeah. All right, stand up.
The sky of a city in China suddenly lit up brightly due to a fireworks incident. The greater the beauty, the more important the safe distance is. Did you know? Nature once created a wave about 1,720 feet high in the U.S. An unbelievable record.
犹如海啸般涌动的海水，在倾覆在汹涌的海浪之中，这一幕也将这场海浪所蕴。
More than 800 videos still hadn't made him famous, but just an unexpected collision with a dog made the internet remember him. Chemical knowledge is not just found in textbooks. Choosing the wrong way to put out a fire sometimes makes the flame flare up even more fiercely. When the entire city plunges into darkness, electricians step into the darkest places instead. The return of light is the thank you note dedicated to them. This gait and fur are clearly not normal at all. In your opinion, how much could it be worth? It is these training sessions that help rescue forces react faster when incidents occur. How do drills in the U.S. take place? Sometimes luck begins from a very tiny moment. Please share this video as a wish of peace sent to those you love. On July 9th at Los Gallardos, Almeria, gusts of 31 miles per hour caused a wildfire to spread out of control, forcing about 1,000 people to evacuate urgently. More than 150 firefighters and rescue personnel fought from both the air and the ground. They deserve to be honored. In just a few seconds, Cayuanba Station closed. This controlled demolition simultaneously opened the way for China's new urban look. This scene is so absurd that it looks more like movie special effects than real life. Do you think this scene is real? Please leave a number 4 if you are also a lover of nature and animals. Oh my God! Standing up immediately upon encountering a collision incident can pose many risks, and that driver should bear full responsibility. In just a few seconds, millions of pounds of soil and rock suddenly collapsed in China. That is why mining areas always need buffer zones and early warnings. At Everest in Nepal, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake triggered a massive avalanche. When there are tremors on a mountain, immediately leave slopes and find safe shelter. Floods not only wash away houses and vehicles, but also cause many families to lose power, lose their homes, and evacuate urgently. An entire flock of sheep turned a street in Venice into a special rush hour. Gridlock because everyone stopped to eat a buffet of residents' hedges. A log cabin home worth millions of dollars was consumed by flames. A fire alarm system is more valuable than any expensive material. From an altitude of nearly 40,000 feet, the bright spot looks like a second sun winking in the middle of the desert. 3 years of patience are encapsulated in every tiny detail of this masterpiece. Let's admire it together. In Norway, a landslide dragged houses out to sea, showing that stable ground can also change in just a few minutes. Oh my God, they escape in the nick of time that makes viewers breathe a sigh of relief as well. Nature sometimes does not need to appear. Just raising its voice is enough to give humans goosebumps. Lightning strikes the Earth at a speed of over 200,000 miles per hour. But it is still slower than the speed of light. In Turkey, just a few seconds of shaking wiped away what humans had built for generations, truly beyond imagination. Each time a peacock spreads its tail is like opening a colorful fan. That image symbolizes luck, prosperity, and a good beginning. In April 2026, a storm swept through Missouri with 60 miles per hour winds and golf ball-sized hail, causing damage to houses and vehicles, with total losses in the millions of dollars.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No way, man! No!
Unbelievable. It looks exactly like Optimus Prime crossing a bridge gap. With just a single jump, the boat capsized and turned a fun time into a race against time. Fortunately, the rescue team arrived before the situation got worse. An eruption actually begins from deep underground. Molten rock builds up pressure, penetrating the Earth's crust to escape to the surface. Many years of driving experience sometimes only need to be proven in a few seconds. How many points would you rate this handling on a scale of 10? Oh no! Who do you think the mistake belongs to? On July 5th, 2026, heavy rain caused flooding in many areas of Ontario, Canada, causing massive structural infrastructure damage.
You can guys see the water flow over there.
Flooding rains here in Babylon, New York. Gotta be at least 2-3
With your experience, what advice would you give for everyone to drive safely during heavy rain and strong winds?
Check back in later.
Complying with traffic laws is always necessary to ensure safety on every journey. This is what happens when you don't secure your cargo properly on a truck. Weather is always a major challenge for flight crews. They truly deserve appreciation. Luckily, the wall collapsed in a way that didn't harm her. In your opinion, does the responsibility lie with the operator, the maintenance unit, or a safety procedure that was bypassed? The flight incident in Nepal shows that even a minor technical glitch turn a landing process into a major challenge.
Somebody in that, or is that a...
Oh my gosh.
No, that's an actual airplane.
From this angle, the scenery looks like a prehistoric creature that just stepped out of Jurassic Park. This guy found a dance partner who never steps on his feet.
Ah! Oh, no, no. Ah! Oh, back up. Too far. Right there, set it down.
An experienced forklift operator would immediately recognize that this load and lift angle are creating an unstable situation.
Just left it stacked 8 high. What the fuck? Oh,
Are you watching from Texas, Florida, California, or another state? Let us know in the comment section. In your opinion, is this a real natural phenomenon or just a camera angle making everything look unbelievable? Sometimes, nature gives us gifts far beyond our expectations. In contrast to the violence of the eruptions, Grand Teton National Park also possesses moments that leave visitors in absolute awe. Please maintain a respectful distance from the bison at Yellowstone.
Oh no. Don't run, holy cats. Oh my god. I hope they're okay. I feel like I'm done.
This is why you should never underestimate strong currents that can damage structures. I've tried folding a stroller before, and trust me, it's as hard as assembling furniture without instructions. Oh my God, a most crazy helmet I have ever seen. Today's compilation ends here. I will be very grateful and appreciative when you watch until the end. Please leave feedback for us to improve better. See you tomorrow.